Senator Becker. Here. Senator Cox.
Present.
Senator Pinko.
Present.
Senator Day.
Present.
Senator Fultz. Present. Senator Gale.
Here.
Senator Henderson.
Here.
Senator Furtado. Here. Senator Cannon. Here. Senator Staley. Senator Mujica. Senator Ortiz.
Here.
Senator Perman.
Here.
Senator Ramal. Senator Salas. Senator Sargent. Here. Senator Truska. Senator Walker.
Here.
Now it's the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Senator Walker.
Last week.
Yes. Senator Walker has moved to approve the minutes from last week's meeting, seconded by Senator Salas. Unanimous has been called. Oh. Motion carried. Senator Walker.
I move to approve the minutes for this week's meeting. The agenda for this week's meeting.
Senator Walker has moved to approve the agenda for this week's meeting, seconded by Senator Cameron. Unanimous has been called. Motion carried. We will now open the gallery for question and answer.
Hello, senators. My name is Sarah. You don't know that I know. So I'm the president this year of 3 different pharmacy student organizations. And just for a little reference, there's 5 student pharmacy student organizations. And then the 3 that I am the president of this year are Vital Tie, Highland Sigma, and the Academy of Students of Pharmacy. I have talked to officers, members of both for all of these organizations to get feedback on Bill 515. And then I talked to them about there being 6 members. I know there's some discussion to amend it to 8. That, just so you know, this details are more about the 6 members, and that's how it goes right now. So this bill will increase the number of student organizations on campus. As indicated by the student organization's website, ASISU has at least 110 clubs right now. But Val stated that there's still more paperwork coming in, and then there's always new student organizations formed every year. With that many student organizations, I personally don't think that there's a huge need to lower the number of members required to start a student organization. One of the brothers in my fraternity stated this: a group of 6 students getting together to do something fun is not a club. It is a group of friends. When I joined my fraternity 3 years ago, I didn't know any of the other members, but I knew we all had an interest in pharmacy. Fast forward to today, and I've made some of my best friends to this organization. I feel like larger clubs are going to foster the creation of new relationships better than a club with only 6 members. If you're only required to have 6 members in an organization, you're probably not going to try to grow the club with new members. You probably started the club with 6 people you already knew to begin with. So we don't agree that this club change is going to increase student involvement. As it is now, 10 members does not seem like a possible goal for clubs to achieve. With 13,000 students at ASISU, there have to be 10 students in common with a common interest to join a club, and if not, then maybe it should be a club that ASISU is funding. It was brought up last week, or a couple weeks ago, that by not passing this bill, we would be discriminating against smaller clubs. And I think we need to ask ourselves, what is a small club? Is 10 members? Is it 6 members? 20? I'm part of 2 clubs that I consider smaller. One has 23 members, and one has about 15. And then my other club has about 300. So funding is the biggest concern that most of my classmates have with the bill. By that time, Academy of Students of Pharmacy both receive funding from incentive points. Although not part of this bill, it's brought up that if this bill is approved, the incentive point minimum could be changed to a lower number to allow these smaller clubs access to the funding. My club members and I agree that this would significantly decrease the amount of funding that we would receive, to the point that our treasurer makes the point of continuing to do incentive point paperwork. I've helped with doing incentive points for the last 3 years, and every year we throw out, even from larger clubs, that they didn't have enough people on forms, where they had 2 or they had 4. So it's not necessarily that it's even going to be these lower clubs or smaller clubs that are going to be applying for the incentive point paperwork, but just bigger clubs that are already turning in requests that didn't meet the proper requirements that we have now, that would also be being approved. We probably throw away about 20 to 30 papers every year. And then by increasing the number of clubs, it also would decrease the linear clubs receiving from initial deposits and match deposits. Instead of being possible to sustain the same level of funding with even a modest increase in the number of student organizations. It was brought up that other universities like U of I don't require as many club members to be recognized student organizations. According to their website, University of Idaho has over 200 recognized student organizations. And I think we need to think about whether or not our university could support an increase like that here. When I first started, match funding was $1,300 per club, just depending on if they applied for it. Yes, it was larger clubs that mostly applied for it and got that money, but it's still just something about having access to money. Do we want to have, if it's at $500 for every club that they could, get that money? And yes, there's going to be a limit on how much money there is, whether it's $10,000. I don't know once we run out. But if we have 200 clubs that now are applying for this funding, it's going to run out fast. And so, just wanted to give you guys our point of view, even though pharmacy is just one Senate representative. We just want to let you guys know what we thought as 2 smaller organizations and then 1 larger. Any questions?
We'll now move on to announcements and correspondence. Seeing as Bob is not here, we'll just go right over that and move into the presentation.
Okay. First off, just going to the ASISU faculty scholarly and grade work showcase on Wednesday, November 9th, from 4:30 to 6:30 on the first floor of the library. So there's going to be a reception there, and we're going to have the faculty speakers as well as showing the works of ASISU faculty published in the stories in the past year. So great for all the faculty members. And then in addition to that, one thing that we talked about in cabinet today was for having a faculty instruction code to our university, so that we could recommend faculty or staff that were disrupting in classroom. And we decided that it would be a good idea to have that in our student code of conduct. Also add that for faculty. But you guys probably know any ideas on specifically how to implement a plan for like how to report these instances. Please let me know if you have talk about it right now, or just email me after the executive. But that's my
What constitutes a faculty disruption? Are we talking about the professor who is operating the lecture at that time, or another professor?
We discussed that it could be anyone in the classroom setting, like Sarah brought up an example of an AP guy who comes in and just their class sometimes. But like faculty that are taking up the students' time in a way that's not impacting their learning experience in any way.
Vice President.
In cabinet, President Muir emailed us the changes that they made to the student instruction policy. And for those of us that were confused,
So what were the reasons that you and Abbott decided that this would be a good idea?
Originally I didn't think it was that big of a deal, and the rest of the participants kind of didn't think it was either, but then everyone had examples of the time when they felt that their learning experience had been hindered by someone in the classroom. So a way for us to kind of bring notice to that without like going to the dean and feeling like that's getting done, like a way for us to report those instances is something that we wanted to do after that discussion.
So what exactly would be, what would prevent them? What would that entail?
That's a great question also. President Bayless didn't really have anything. There was a specific outline of the process for student disruption, like the first and second instance, third instance, what happens in each of those. And we don't have anything outlined for the faculty right now, so if you guys have anything to put on that, as well, I can bring it.
Question here. It's not going to change its reports with financing the stands at the center.
We in finance committee agreed to bring for you all a community request to the Society of Automobile Engineers. That was the group who came and presented to us on Aqua. They are requesting $5,000. So I moved to approve the amount of $5,000 for the Society of Automotive Engineers in. Second.
So Senator Henderson has moved to approve $5,000 from the Society of Automotive Engineers, seconded by Senator Nico.
Senator Becker? Yes. Senator Cox? Senator D'Amico?
Yes.
Senator Day?
Yes.
Senator Foltz? Senator Gale?
Yes.
Senator Henderson?
Abstain.
Senator Hurtado? Yes. Senator Hammond? Yes. Senator Christian? Senator Mika? Yes. Senator Ortiz?
Yes.
Senator German?
Yes.
Senator Lamal? Senator Solis? Yes. Senator Carter? Yes. Senator Tressa?
Yes.
Senator Walker?
Motion carries.
And secondly, we have in finance committee approved to bring before you the upcoming request for the Gamers Media Club. That was the club who came last week and changed their name to include more than just video games and consuming. And so they requested the max of $500. And we as a Senate decided that we bring $200. So I move to approve the club funding $200 for the Gamers Media Club.
Senator Henderson has moved to approve the funding for the Gamers Media Club in the amount of $200, seconded by Senator Cox. The roll call has been done.
Senator Becker? Yes. Senator Cox?
Yes.
Senator D'Amico?
Yes.
Senator Day?
Yes.
Senator Foltz? Yes. Senator Gale?
Yes.
Senator Henderson?
Yes.
Senator Hurtado? Yes. Senator Hammond? Yes. Senator Mika? Yes. Senator Ortiz?
Yes.
Senator Kerman?
Yes.
Senator Lamal? Yes. Senator Solis? Yes. Senator Sargent? Yes. Senator Tressa?
Yes.
Senator Walker?
Third,
Motion carries.
Third, we have two match deposit requests for the Phi Alpha Theta organization as well as the American Advertising Federation. They both done fundraising, and we have approved to bring for you a request to match them 3-to-1, with that total being $316.33. We move to approve the match deposit
funding for find out the data of how the American advertising television can also search and $6.52, seconded by Senator Cox of local people.
Senator Becker,
Yes.
Senator Cox,
Yes.
Senator D'Amico,
Yes.
Senator Day,
Yes.
Senator Foltz,
Yes.
Senator Gale,
Yes.
Senator Henderson,
Yes.
Senator Hurtado, Senator Cameron, Senator Mika, Senator Ortiz,
Yes.
Senator Furman,
Yes.
Senator Lamal, Senator Solis,
Yes.
Senator Sargent, Senator Chestnut,
Yes.
Senator Walker.
Yes.
Motion carries. Moving on to the rules committee, Senator D'Amico.
We've not had this meeting this week.
Moving on to appointments and review. This is Senator Cox.
We met on Wednesday,
Last week.
Thursday, last week. And former Senator Palmer just came in and said hi guys, and then
Moving on to university outreach, Senator Walker.
So I'm just finalizing up the plans for next Saturday. We're trying to get cars today, time weekends. They told me to talk to Enterprise. I'm trying to talk to them, or we might just get 2 cars. Okay. Doing that then. So we're just finalizing that. I think I have about 10 to 12 of us going. 8 of us have all said we're ready in the cars. So I'm planning on to get 2 cars and shop 5 each one. One car might decide to stop at Olive Garden, or you can eat pasta going home, because that might be my car. Just as well as we're finishing the t-shirts, I have asked for Zara and the office crews help. They are finding different prices. We've got the design from Airsoft. We're setting it out with t-shirt sizes, so hopefully we'll get those done by about November. And then we're looking into something, an outreach for the regular game. So if you have any ideas, let us know.
Vice President Beck.
I just want to say thank you guys for coming, and I know some of your people can't make it, but it's so nice to see such a huge list of people coming to the carnival. You really did it. Our SOB is totally new. We're having a hard time getting your volunteers up, so thank you. Seriously.
Oh, and you told us that. I was thinking we should get together. This is my thoughts. We should be like, okay, we got Shining Star, something. I can't remember. That was so close. I was thinking, so I know when I worked at the bank, there's like a funny thing with like cops and robbers. And so like the bankers were cops and the tellers were robbers. So I was thinking we should get together kind of like a theme costume like that idea as well, just to show that we're all part of ASISU. We won't technically be together. We're running a few different groups for them, but I thought that would be a good idea. So think about that as well. I just thought that would be a good idea for us. And that's all.
Thank you, Senator Walker. Moving on to diversity and inclusion, Senator Day.
last meeting was short and quick. We recently talked about for the Raleigh and for the Veterans Day. For the Veterans Day event.
Moving on to service committee, Senator Palmer.
So we're gonna stick with the coat drive for like the competition between colleges. So this weekend I'll be finding out the teams with the colleges are like odd numbers and stuff. And then I will announce a meeting next Wednesday. There will be a reward for the winning team and then also points for the losing. So each item will be worth a certain amount of points and on to the meeting as well. And then you guys can pick items to caucus if you count the points. I think it'll be 4, so we'll have 4 Senate meetings and then we'll go from there. Not the points, and then we can store the stuff in the Senate room after Senate. I don't want to carry all that stuff. And I'll fix that, or I'll drop that this weekend. And then also, talk to the lead centers, so we're partnering on for the rest of the school year with Service Corps, and we are going to be helping them with the best they put on, and those will count as their ASISU service events. So we're probably going to do another one after the coach ride in December, the Angel Tree, you can call that. So we'll probably do that. She doesn't have details on that quite yet. So she'll be to me, but we're going to partner up with Service Corps for the rest of the school year, so that'll be
Just along the line of the code drive, maybe as I said, I think that would get pretty overwhelming with that much stuff on this. We're super impressed with how you did it.
Point of clarification, that's just among senators, not the.
So there will be like, well, this is just between senators. So say college of ed and college of but say like we're a team, so you can go to your constituents and get items donated from them. And I'll set out rules and stipulations for that. If you get items from someone else in a different college, so say I went and got someone or went like my friend that's super science and engineering, they donated items over them. And so that also I'll email you guys was before Senate. So there's like clinical and helpful.
Okay, you as a cover the other chance for your reports. Moving into policy business, Senator Domingo, would you like to read for 550?
Every voting or there's a lot of it that's not really relevant. It's just this section.
Yeah, hold on.
The whole Alright, so Senate Bill 515 by Senator D'Amico, College of Science and Engineering, sponsored by Senator D'Amico, College of Science and Engineering. This bill lowers the number of students required to charter a student organization on campus from 10 to 6 in the Hotel campus and from 8 to 4 on the Idaho Falls campus. ASISU bylaws, Article 4, creating a student organization, Section 1, conditions for registration, Clause 3, membership. D, subsection D. An organization must have a minimum of 6 currently enrolled students as active members at the time of charter is sought. An organization from the Idaho Falls campus must have a minimum of 4 currently enrolled students as active members at the time the charter is sought. The majority of the constituency and programming will be drawn from and centered on the Idaho Falls campus. In order to retain its registered status, the minimum number of members must be maintained. Should membership status fall below the required number of members, the organization will be placed on probation for a period of 1 academic year. At the end of the probationary period, the organization's status will be reviewed by the Office of Student Organizations in Greek life, and the recommendation will be made at that time. An updated roster showing at least the required number of members may be submitted to the Office of Student Organizations in Greek life at any time during the organization's probationary period. At that time, the club or organization may be released with probationary status. Recommendations for exemptions to this policy will be made by the Office of Student Organizations in Greek life. I move to amend the bill to say 10 students or 8 students currently enrolled. Sorry, 8 currently enrolled students as active members at the time charter was sought for the main campus. And to say 6 currently enrolled students for the Idaho Falls campus, and to change the Idaho Falls campus to outreach campuses.
So started to the meeting has moved to amend people. Um, started to the meeting has moved to amend the legal to change the number of students to start on campus from 6 to 8 on the IC campus and from 4 to 6 on outreach campuses, seconded by Senator Bob. Unanimous has been formed. Motion carries.
I move to approve Bill 550.
Senator Lee.
I move to approve Bill 550.
Second.
Senator Davis moves to approve Bill 515, seconded by Senator Domingo and roll call.
Senator Becker. Pass. Senator Cox.
This still has been an uphill battle since the very beginning.
Out of order.
Yes, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so this hill has been an uphill battle since the very beginning. And I talked to a lot of my constituents, and my vote will sway towards their opinion. But as the bill stands, and there being two separate things going on, I am completely for the Idaho Falls raise. I think it's a good idea for that small campus. In no way, shape, or form am I okay with both color change, so I vote no.
Senator Domingo.
Yes.
Senator Day.
No.
Senator Colts. No. Senator Gale.
Looking at the enrollment between Novi and ISU that was discussed during gallery, we have 2,000 more students enrolled, as well as lower tuition costs. So it's something that we could consider is we're like talking with Bayless to reduce tuition to upstand this kind of pricing that we're talking about with funding as well as Steve and Nico discussing during talk is that this is not going this year to change a lot of funding. So with all of that in mind, with lower enrollment and higher clubs at U of I would vote yes.
Senator Henderson. Senator Furtado. Senator Cannon. Yes. Senator. Senator Ortiz.
No.
Senator Kerman.
No.
Senator Mall. Senator Solis.
All right, so speaking with the Idaho Falls students, they were designed about 4 or even 6 members. It is an unrealistic way to keep a club going. So when representing Idaho Falls, I do vote no.
Senator Sargent. No. Senator Trespa. Senator Walker.
No.
Senator Becker. Yes. Senator Henderson.
I don't feel like sustainability is something that we consider, but I think it's okay, like small businesses to come and go and fill. So I'll vote yes.
Senator Cannon. No. Senator. No.
Would anyone like to change their vote to this one? Motion fails. Moving right along. Resolution 546, additional Tuesday, 7. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the resolution. 17.
I move to approve resolution 546.
Second. is to move to approve resolution 546, seconded by Senator Day. We will call as the vote.
Senator Becker? Yes. Senator Cox?
Yes.
Senator D'Amico?
Yes.
Senator Day?
Yes.
Senator Foltz? Yes. Senator Gale?
Yes.
Senator Henderson?
The people I talked to, they seem indifferent about it. I felt like there's a different approach that we use. And some people,
Senator Hurtado? Yes. Senator Hammond? Yes. Senator Christine? Senator Mujica? Yes. Senator Ortiz?
Yes.
Senator Perman?
So I recognize the issues that a lot of people have with the person that, with my own research, I have looked into it. I celebrate the day that was discovered and not that people afterwards. So I can appreciate the trailblazing spirit celebrating that. With that.
Senator Lamal? Senator Salas? Yes. Senator Sargent? No. Senator Tresta? Senator Wong?
I agree with Senator Perman in the sense this is more of a discovery day. There's already Native American Day on a different day, so having this go along with that as well seems a little redundant in the sense that it's more of a discovery day such as state files.
Motion passes. At this point, we move into our new business. Bill 517, Senator Salas.
Alright, so in the Senate, Bill 517 by ASISU, College of Arts and Letters, Net, Bill 517, sponsored by ASISU, College of Arts and Letters, and the Consortium School of Graduates. This bill is designed to require an additional field hour if the senator is not present at a service or outreach event that he or she signed up for.
Senator Salas.
So I move to send Bill 517 to roll.
Senator Salas has moved to send Bill 517 to committee, seconded by Senator Cox. Unanimous as the vote. Motion carries. At this point, we will reopen, looking for question and answer. Seeing as no one would like to approach Senate, we will move Senate to a
I'm not sure about this, but just remember guys that voted by 16 past lawsuits and nominations for student debates. What are you thinking about that?
Senator Henson.
And is each senator responsible for presenting someone from their college? How did you see
No
that?
one's
Senator Day.
no one's responsible for like these college committees on, but there's just somebody within your college or just letting like faculty or staff know about the situation that they can also come in and nominate an individual. But you yourself are not responsible for every group person.
Vice President Cox.
This isn't really email, but it came up in my committee meeting before. Is it designed for any student on campus or we do it?
I don't think we should be showing it in the campus.
Okay. Now it's for the item. Senator Walker
To adjourn this meeting, sorry.
Unanimous.
Senator Walker has moved to adjourn this meeting, seconded by Senator Cox.
Senator Becker? Here. Senator Cox? Senator D'Amico,
Present.
Senator Day,
Present.
Senator Foltz, President, Senator Gale.
Here.
Senator Henderson.
Here.
Senator Hurtado. Here. Senator Hammond. Present. Senator Kasoon.
Present.
Senator Rubika. Present. Senator Ortiz.
Here.
Senator Furman.
Here.
Senator Ramal. Here. Senator Solid. Present. Senator Sargent. Here. Senator Trespa.
Here.
Senator Lund.
Here.
Meeting adjourned. Okay, so three things. Leave your ISU room